could file instead of straight to me.
Jail.
I have Mr. El Rahman trying to say that because nothing has happened with his appeal of charges in 2 weeks, that it should be thrown out. And I said, Mr. El Rahman, there's no Department of Justice. What would you like to happen? He's like, well, just because there's no Department of Justice doesn't mean that you can't follow up on it. I'm like, that's exactly what it means. I'm like, why would I follow up on something if there's not going to be a response? Everything's on hold until we have a DOJ. So he's trying to get his shit dismissed, but also he never provided me proof of service. So that's my next thing in the chamber. I've never received a text message or anything from him stating that it is on the docket.
You're
I
not
knew
the
it was
one
on the docket because I looked, but he never provided proof of service, which he needs to do. So
you would need a justice to dismiss it, no?
Only way is a justice, or if the LSPD drop the charges, which we will not.
right. Well, with charges that aren't court charges, typically what happens is once it's on the docket, if it's not addressed within 2 weeks, it gets thrown out because that's the statute, right? But with no DOJ, nothing could be done. So, and he's claiming that there are justices. I haven't seen one in over a month, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but
Yeah, he can keep claiming. I don't care what he claims. Well, hello, guys. After the meeting today, we're all gonna go and listen with Carter and the NCOs. We're gonna, partake in that conversation. Once that's done, we're gonna have a conversation NCO and above. Alrighty. The only thing today is I've talked to you and I've talked to you and Carter. I'll tell you guys as well. We're getting a task force together for the pursuit of Suarez. What's up, Liz?
Hey.
For the
You guys look
pursuit
lovely
of Suarez
Good to see you,
and the
Hollywood.
other warrant holders with the CG affiliated or Mr. Kebun affiliated. So if we can identify Mr. Kebun or Suarez, we're going to have a team that's going to go in, take the chase over, and chase after people. I'm going to let you guys know right now, there's going to be people who are going to get aggravated because they're going to get pushed out of chases. I don't care. All right. So if you guys field any complaints, you just let them know that today is a one-off, but it's just how it's going to happen today. Okay? So if there's a chase going on and people get sent off of the chase or get replaced by one of the individuals that I have set up to go and pursue these guys, it is what it is. Get over it. All righty?
In my opinion on these HVTs, that's how it should be, Chief.
Absolutely it should. We're just setting the tone now, especially without having SWAT yet. This is just, high profile task force, we'll get the job done type shit.
Does anyone have drink?
Yeah,
Just
go
take
ahead.
it out of my pocket.
Me as well. You can take one out of mine if you need it.
Thank you so much.
Other than that, go ahead.
I found where we can pull boats that has a direct eye line on the container ship.
Got it. Perfect. If it comes to the container, I've been informed by DC, and I'm telling you guys right now, we will not be taking the fight at the cargo ship. The best thing that we can do is we can try and track the helicopters and hit it with trackers, but they're just going to rip it off. I mean, we're kind of stuck, right? I've had the idea of maybe just going on the fucking, what's it called, and announcing get off the cargo ship or you're going to get open fired on, just like if they were on top of roofs and we couldn't, tell them that they were going to get shot. But we're going to brainstorm. But what I will tell you is, coming from the DC, we will not be hot dropping that cargo ship anymore with parachutes. So we can't have anyone else go into the ICU. We're not going to have any fucking officers on the goddamn streets if we do that. Damn it, I keep saying GD. Sorry, chat. Sorry, good lord.
Do we know what their goal is in all this shenanigans?
I have an interesting theory regarding that, and when we do our brainstorming session, we'll talk. But let's get through shift change first before I go down my rabbit hole.
All right, fair enough.
All right,
What
wonderful.
I've learned so far is the message is that they want cops dead.
Got it.
That's what I got from the call they gave me last night.
And they know where our house is, Bo, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, good.
They left some body armor and a lovely note on our doorstep.
I love that.
Bo's going
I
to be
saw that.
joining you today, Valentino, on what we talked about. So I'm gonna add him into the numbers as well. You can just inform him on what. Well, I'll talk to him more about it once we get done with this meeting. But I think we get our troops on the road.
Bo, Dante, Leanne, permission to put up sensors and cameras at your house just in case.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go for
Do
it.
what
Run
you
that.
gotta do, baby.
All right,
Congrats, by the way.
let's go knock this out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
What is wrong with y'all? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but you can't beat people with it, okay?
All right,
I actually would never do that.
Where did you
Liz.
find my dick back?
Congratulations on
mine.
having a dick on a stick. Finally.
I'm not finally.
Okay, so there's gonna be some pieces on the chessboard moving. We have some announcements. We're gonna pull some people to the side. The two announcements that I have now is Lisp and Crooks. Congratulations on senior officer.
Congratulations.
We have more movements, but again, those people are going to get pulled to the side. The one that I will tell you guys that is going to be taken into effect starting now is your new assistant chief of the LSPD will now be Fu. Commander Fu is going to be moving from his commander role to the assistant chief to help me out with a lot of things. Our assistant chief now, Mac, is going to be moving to commander just because, you know, he's taking an LOA. He's on hiatus right now. He still means a lot to us, but we need somebody who's going to be around in that role. So congratulations to Fu. Really, really happy for him. And yeah. So listen, guys, we have this conversation about once a month, and it's about that time. So we're gonna have this conversation again. Listen, we've been talking as high command about some things and about what we've been doing as a police department. Yesterday, we had 5 officers get put into the ICU, and 2 individuals who were under arrest somehow were able to get away from 9 cops at the hospital. Guys, that cannot happen. There's no excuses for it. There's literally no words that you could tell me or reasoning that you could explain to me on why that could even happen in that situation. I've heard people say, oh, well, they were running people over, they were bumping cars, they were doing this, they were doing that. Guys, we have answers to all this. You know, if someone's running you over with a car, you shoot that motherfucker. It's a very simple answer. It's a very simple conclusion. There should never be a time where you're sitting there feeling like you're sitting on your hands and not doing your job. So the officers who were part of that situation, we're gonna have a conversation with you at some point, and we're gonna get down to the fact of what the fuck happened, because that has to stop happening. Everyone you see up here, up in front of you right now, all these individuals up here, they are not your friends. Okay, if you consider them friends, consider that friendship over. They are your high command and they are your higher ups. I'm gonna let you guys know right now, I have told every single one of these individuals up here that they are to be a bad guy. They are to be who you see and go, I better do my job. Because I'm telling you this right now, this whole giving people the benefit of the doubt, unless you got that yellow vest on, there is no more benefit of the doubt. You make a mistake, especially something that cost us a 95 that was involved in 5 officers going into the ICU, including our commissioner and one of the high command, Lane, going into ICU for a goddamn week, and we still don't have anything to show for it. It's unacceptable. And there's no more, oh, well, this, that, and the other, oh, I made a mistake. No more of that. All right. Mistakes have consequences, and we're going to start enforcing those consequences. So if you've been half-assing on your reports, if you've been lollygagging on your pursuits or in your scenes, if you have reports that you were told to put a sentence or a statement in and that you did not do so, anything like that, unless your name is Chief Bustin Cider, you are going to get punished for. Alrighty? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm also not trying to be an asshole. What I'm telling you guys here right now is, especially with this high profile shit, when we choose not to do our damn jobs, there's consequences that happen. Like more ARs on the street and more problems at hand. All right? Wish it didn't have to come to this point, but we're here. So that's where we are going forward. Make sure you're doing your job. I'm not trying to be the fun police. I ain't trying to make your job a hell and make it a second job outside of the actual job that you have. All right? But at the same time, I cannot continue to have people come up to me and go, yeah, I mean, we arrested them, but they got away. We cannot keep doing this. It's been 6+ months of the same shit. If you don't put that phone away, I'm going to take it and shove it so far up your ass, you're going to be able to do text to speech, and you won't be able to send text messages because it will be covered in your own shit. Anyways, I'm tired of having these conversations. I've said this 100 times. I'll probably say it 100 more. So again, these guys are not your friends up here. They're your higher ups, and you're going to listen to them. And if you don't, we'll find somebody who will. Okay. With that being said, does anyone up here have anything else?
Yep.
Go ahead, Tarts.
I'm going to want you to take a few minutes throughout your day. You're going to go and visit each one of those officers lying in the ICU beds and take care of them. Give them your well wishes. On top of that, you just saw the Nancy message that came into 311. Somebody's going to have to take responsibility. Go get Officer Vane, get her phone situated. It was taken from her. She needs to get a new SIM card. People have her phone and Kilgrove's phone. Chances are they got Lane's and possibly the commissioner. Fuck.
As well, we have a task force that's going to be tasked with pursuit of the wanted criminals, Mr. Kebun and Alex Suarez. If you guys are involved in that pursuit and you get called to break off, don't take it personally. Okay, we want people there who we can trust and that we know are going to do their jobs. If you guys weren't added into that, again, don't take it personally. Probably not because you're bad at your job. I just forgot about you. Alrighty. Don't take it personally. I'm just putting people in positions that I think is going to be able to bring us success and get those sons of bitches to stop shooting everybody with assault rifles from helicopters. Okay, I'm tired of it. Anyone else have anything else up here?
If you have any interest in CID, reach out to me. Understand that in order to investigate something, you do not have to be CID. We are a tool for everybody, right? So if you need help, let us know. These are the days where it is important to be very specific in your report writing. Be very precise in your collecting of evidence so we can get warrants out and serve justice for our brothers and sisters who are sitting in the ICU beds right now. Remember that today.
Alrighty.
I have something.
Go ahead.
I am sick and tired of telling you guys how to be an FDO. You don't take a cadet to you don't take a cadet into the hills and look for weed grow. That's a cadet. You need to teach the cadet. They need to actively do things. I swear, if one more person just reports me, these kind of stuff, you're not going to be an FDO, and it's going to be in your disciplinary action profile, okay?
Amen. Amen.
Again, I want to explain one more time, guys. We are not trying to be party poopers. We're not trying to be assholes, okay? But at the same time, we're police officers. If you want to be a gangster and want to go and rob people and shoot people, you have that option. But whenever you're here, we need you to be a police officer. We need you to do your job. I have just as much fun as the next guy, but you got to know when to put the fun aside and to actually, somewhat make an effort. Alrighty. NCOs, Carter, who all do you want to stay?
NCOs and above is fine.
All right, NCOs and above stay here. Everybody else, you're dismissed. Have a wonderful rest. Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to just real quick give an update on all the people in ICU and their stage real quick.
Yep.
So in bed 2 we have Kamish. He'll probably be in there a couple days to a week. Bed 3 we have Harper. He probably will not be there too long. Bed 3 is Jack Slane. He'll probably be there for about a week. He's pretty critical still. Francis Kilgore will probably not be in there too long. Vane looks like she's awake. She'll probably be back with you guys soon too. Dangerfield, he will probably be in there for a couple days as well. And then other than that, we have a meeting this Saturday during peak EU time that there will be no EMS on the road, and we'll update you guys as that
awesome
happens.
Chief Carter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Harper did discharge last night.
Harper, okay, thank you. I'll put that in there.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Can these people stay? Lopez, Blade, or Hollywood, Max Milano, everybody else, you guys are dismissed unless you're a corporal and above. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to seeing you guys out there.
I think the only one of those that's here is Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, Lopez isn't here for another 25 minutes.
Yes, please.
My
I just
apologies.
wanna
Thank
say
you,
you're
Harmony.
All your
so
units went
nice
off duty
today.
last
That is
last
so
night. I stayed in the ICU
inappropriate.
for about an hour
That's
until Nurse Nancy just.
Oh, that's
started
great. I
picking me up.
appreciate you letting me know.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
I
I
really know that
apologize.
bed's over there.
We're
Yes, ma'am. I
gonna
apologize for
we're
that.
gonna switch rooms. I don't want. I feel like I'm talking down to you guys here. Let's go to the other room across.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I'm actually gonna come with you.
Going on, man.
What about Harmony?
Make sure the cadets are getting taken out. She NCO?
No. I know you were thinking about.
Yeah, we hold off on that one.
All right.
I think in order for her to be an NCO, she needs to go through the program.
Fair enough.
She's just a little bit more fresh than the other two, you know?
Carter,
Fair
Mom is
enough.
here.
Who's here?
I don't know. If I don't hear Bustin, I just kind of tone it out. All right, everybody, take a seat.
Okay.
All right, can everybody hear me if I speak like this, or do I need to yell?
I can hear
Should
you.
probably just get around you.
Loud and clear.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so I was talking to a few of you guys already today, but to fill in everybody on what that exactly was in the meeting room, we have a problem with the LSPD that we've talked about at the high command level and below before, but to be honest, and this is on me as well, we haven't really made any true adjustments yet. I know some of us have been working. I know Tarts has been changing how he operates as well as I know Carter has made some big changes as well from where we were, taking it really, really easy on people whenever we first started and where we're at now. Listen, we've been having a lot of officers just kind of slacking, slacking on the reports, slacking on scene leads, slacking on being able to even just take responsibility for shit. I mean, hell, we had a situation today, and this isn't calling anybody out. This is just one of the many. Hey, Jose, come to the office across from the meeting room, just on the other side.
Yes, sir. Be right there.
All right. We've been having a lot of officers who just, they're just a body, and they've been getting away with being just a body for a while now. The situation today we had where there was people who I guess got shot up at a strip club, and then we got to the sales, and out of all the officers there, no one would even take fucking the scene lead role and give us information. I wasn't even there, and I'm the one who had to figure that out, right? Yeah. Stuff like that is a problem. And for a long time, we've been letting people kind of explain it away and, giving us a sob story on what exactly went down and why it's justified. We're at the point now, and, I talked to Tartson and Carter about it earlier. We're at the point now where we kind of have to start being dicks. And I don't mean that as in you need to walk up to people and call them fucking idiots. But what I mean by that is like, if you're seeing somebody fucking up and they're messing up not because they just had a bad day, but they're messing up because they're choosing to just not give a shit, send them off duty. If it's something that is a reoccurring thing and they are continuing to not give a shit, tell me and I will fire them. We're having these situations where people are escaping hospitals and people are, walking off from scenes, and, the list just continues, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's bodies standing there, no one doing anything, and then people are getting away from us. Everybody makes mistakes. I get people aren't the best drivers or whatever, but it does not take a very skilled person to sit there at a hospital or to sit there on a scene and go, there's a black car driving around, maybe I should call it out on the radio. Or they told me to hold this exit and I let somebody drive right by me and didn't do anything, maybe I should have chased them. Like that just cannot happen, and I do feel like it's a really big problem with our corporals. We don't have many corporals. Leanne, you're the most active corporal we have, and we have 9 corporals right now, 3 being inactive who were just moved down. Casanova, who are the other 2, Carter?
Buford and Gibson.
Casanova, Buford, and Gibson, great officers. They're just not around, so they got moved down to senior, and we're going to be replacing those guys. Hollywood and Jose, I'm letting you guys know we're going to push you up to corporal now. The reason being is because we need more. We need more like Felling. We need more like Leanne. They need help. They need help in the field. They need help with people. Yes, Carter.
Milano's here as well.
Milano, congratulations as well. You're getting pushed up to corporal. We need you guys to come in and to enact change, right? And we need you guys to listen to people like Leanne for guidance, because she is, in my opinion, the best corporal that we've had in a long time, or at least standing right now, and knows exactly what she's doing at all time. I never have to worry about if she's doing the right thing, because I know she is. I need you guys to do that as well. And I'm not sitting here telling you guys I want you to make sure people are doing paperwork. I don't give a fuck about that. If there's a call going down and it's like a bunch of chickens with their fucking heads cut off, that is where you step in, and that is where you go, I am a fucking corporal. This is what we need to do to be successful. You think a bike swap's coming? You think a boat swap's coming? You need to make a call to shoot a motherfucker? That is your job. Because our officers refuse to take that responsibility themselves because they're scared. They don't want to. They don't want to shoot first. They don't want to be acclaimed as the W chasing bad guy. They just don't want that responsibility, and I cannot blame them. I am putting that responsibility on each and every single one of you guys who I just said your name, okay? So be willing to be the bad guy. Be willing to tell someone they're fucking up. And more importantly, when it comes to being a corporal, I'm not asking you guys to be an asshole like I'm asking my sergeants and above to be. You guys are more than allowed, and more than I hope you guys will go and talk to individuals and express, hey, this is how it should be done. This is what I want from you. This, that, and the other, right? As a friend, yes, you're their higher up, but you're more of an instruction role in that moment, right? I don't need y'all to come to me and be like, so-and-so fucked up. This guy fucked up. We need to do something about it. You guys are going to be their last line of defense before their asses are grasped by us. So I'm not asking you to be their best friends, but I'm asking you to give guidance instead of consequences in the moment. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And if they don't listen and you feel like they big dick you in any way, then you bring it to us. You bring it to Leanne. She can bring it to us and we'll fucking handle it. Alrighty? Leanne, I'm asking this from you. I'm not telling you. I'm asking. I know you're doing the Northern Task Force. You got a lot on your plate, but it would be amazing if you could lend some guidance to these guys who aren't going through the NCO program and just getting thrown into it. If they have any questions, can they relay those to you for a little bit of help if needed be?
Absolutely. I'll do whatever's needed to make this department succeed, sir. We need
Wonderful.
leaders now.
I appreciate that. We do. And, obviously I wish DC was here. I know he would agree with everything I'm saying, but we really need a strong NCO corps. And, again, we got to start being the bad guys. That's going to everyone here, Sergeant and above. We have to start being bad guys. We have to start raining consequences. We have to start punishing people for fucking up, and not fucking up to the point where they just made a mistake, but knowing they're fucking up and still doing it. That kind of stuff has to stop. And we need to actually start policing. So today, if I talk to you guys about what we're doing, I want you to stay here. Everybody else, you guys are good to head out of here and go get on the road, okay?
I actually have some stuff.
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry, okay. I completely skipped you, Carter.
No, you're fine. So Assistant Chief Fu asked me to call this meeting with the NCOs because, like Chief has said, there's an inherent problem of things within the rank and file and so on and so forth. So Assistant Chief wants us to compile a list of things, a list of problems as NCOs, and find solutions on how to fix them, whether it be a morale issue, whether it be a insubordination issue, whatever have you, common problems that we see within the department, and how we are going to fix them. So that has been tasked to us. That is a high priority thing for us, as well as everything Chief had just said.
All right.
All right. In addition to that, oh, go.
I don't know that there's a deadline for it. I would say just whenever you can get it, the sooner the better.
I can list off things 5 minutes after this meeting.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should seal a report and put everything on there as like a to-do list of how we're going to fix it. And have different NCOs assign themselves to different issues that are on there, you know?
Well, some of them come from the NCO Corps as a whole, not to be resolved. There's no way to assign someone specifically to address the consistent insubordination disrespect issue.
Well, let's do
Okay, well,
this
let's start with that.
after.
They step up. I stomp them down. I don't get backed up.
Let's do this, Leanne. I want to have a conversation with you after this and get more into that. Jose, what do you want instead of an 800 call sign? You need 700 is not taken, or 700 is taken. Sorry.
720.
I can deal with it if you want.
Oh, guys, I'm trying to knock it out. Continue, Carter. Apologies.
No. I mean, if that's something that we could put on the table now, if it's an issue between sergeant and corporal or corporal and corporal, what have you, I mean, we're all adults here. Let's get it out there so we can work better as a team, you know?
Well, Hollywood, is he not done yet?
I just think we need to back each other up more.
703.
People need to start speaking about each other with respect, because we're starting
I
to see
agree.
these. And I've called this out. I've reported this a month ago now. These toxic gossip circles that are coming around where people are
Oh, yeah.
undermining and talking shit, but nobody's coming forward with specifics. So we can't target who we need to target to get them either straightened out or the fuck out.
I agree so much.
Those circles destroy PDs.
Can you identify any of these? Like, actually, do you have names of these circles?
I have one name, and he's refusing to give other names.
What's the name?
Get rid of.
Russo.
All right, Russo's fired.
I don't know. I've already corrected him on it. I don't know if he's continued to do it, but I've also had to pull him aside because he said a little shitty comment after Commander Lane ripped into everybody for not doing their jobs well enough.
Let me see here.
I don't know if it's a continued problem after that, but he didn't want to give names of the people that he had been talking to that had made issues that were molehills into mountains that ultimately led to him quitting the first time.
Got
I
it.
feel like things like this, we need to like give disciplinary actions like consistently, so they know that if they do this, they're gonna be, you know, they're gonna have consequences to their actions. I don't think we're using our disciplinary actions well enough.
Well, I think what that stems from is it's a fine line you skate when you're talking about handing down disciplinary and affecting morale, right? You don't want to crush morale, but obviously something needs to happen. So oftentimes we result to just a stern talking to or bike patrol or something along those lines. But as important as morale is, so is doing the job the right way. So we have to be able to figure out, is it worth crushing somebody's morale to discipline them or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
The answer to your question is absolutely it is. I'm gonna be honest. The whole morale thing, I'm all for it, right? Especially whenever it comes to like making decisions and stuff. But at the same time, whenever like what Leanne was just saying about the circles, if we have someone who is actively doing this kind of stuff, has been talked to, continues to do it, and so on and so forth, that I don't give a fuck about what their morale is. I care about all the morale that they're bringing down by being a piece of shit.
Yeah,
You mind if
I
I
was
jump
gonna
in
say
and
the
offer a
same thing.
counterpoint?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, toxic circles come from a bad morale problem. So I believe, and I'm going to be honest, we have had a really bad morale problem for the last 2.5 months, 2 months. I think this department has been operating at about 40% efficiency, partially because we've been instructed to with the economic crash and everything. Then we didn't have the command and leadership in place to actually lead by example at a time it was critical when we took it from 40% to 100%.
Yep.
Now we're seeing these problems because we need to be operating at 120% because this shit is currently hitting the fan. Kay is out there killing cops, and we're all wondering why the fuck we can't get in front of it. And it's because we have a massive morale problem. We have had no leadership in 2 months that has shown any of the officers, the new officers and cadets, where the line is of what is too much. That is just what I think.
No, you're
But I also
completely
think-
correct on that. Go
I
ahead,
also
man.
think these circles are also bringing the morale down too. So like it's just
yes,
like a
but the morale
circle,
problem begets
right?
the circles create more morale
Yeah,
problems.
exactly.
It just keeps cycling until we have an entire turnover of officer staff.
The answer to this is super simple too. For like all of the NCO Corps, it is lead by example, right? So be what you want to see out of the officers, and understand these disciplinary reports. What you guys got to understand is not everything in that is going to be punitive action. I would almost say use disciplinary reports like correctively, like developmentally, I guess I could say, right? So if you see a problem, you have a conversation, notate it. That way, if we have to talk to somebody again, we see there's a record. They're doing it again. They don't care for what you said. Now we can actually discipline, right? So you create a paper trail so we can track who's doing what and why, instead of finding out a week later, oh, I just talked to him about that. Oh, well, I had to talk to him about it yesterday. Disciplinary reports don't have to be horrible. They can be developmental, so these guys can start to get that paper trail built.
Well, I'm gonna do this. Leanne, I want you to pull Russo to the side. I want you to give him a 5-day suspension. I think firing him right off the rip sends a bad message. I think giving him a big suspension makes everyone who is in those circles understand that he might not give up your name, but if we find out that you continue to do it, your ass is next. And I want you to instruct Mr. Russo that if I hear his name one more time in a negative manner in the next 30 days, because I'll probably forget about him by then, I'll fire his bitch ass in a fucking split second. Alrighty. Reason I wanted you to do it because I feel like you're the one who identified it. So I think it's good coming from you, especially if it's a respect issue, that's gonna help it. As well as I listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I 100% recognize, especially whenever I took my time off, Fu took his time off, Mac took his time off. Literally the 3 highest command positions were vacant, and Tarts and Carter had to pick up our slack. So this is a problem that honestly was originated by myself, and I recognize that not being here. It's just now we have to fix it, and I have to fix it, which is why we're here right now. So I completely agree with you, and I can't do it by myself. I need each and every single one of you guys in this room, plus everyone who's not here right now, to help me make that change. So I think, again, Leanne, are you cool with doing that?
Of course.
All right, wonderful. Get him off the streets. Make sure he understands why. And unless he's willing to give some names on who's been part of these circle jerks, I don't. Even if he does, he still needs to go ride his suspension out. Yeah, so today, with the people who I've already talked to, we are going to be on Suarez and Mr. Kebun like white on rice. Alrighty, you guys have already gotten your jobs. Make sure if that call is made, I don't mind sending people off the call who's in the chase, but make sure you guys are there and part of it. Alrighty.
What have we been chasing them in?
What do you mean?
What kind of vehicles?
They've done boat strats. Today they used a motorcycle to get Suarez out and went into the tunnels. They have led us into ambushes. They have led to boats. They are pulling out every single stop stick. So we are at the point
we haven't seen before.
We just got a black buggy now. He just got a ladybird that he's been riding around in when he's not in a helicopter.
Oh,
correct. Ladybird, 10F, and Zenchonos was all of yesterday.
Okay,
all
when
3 of those.
he was fired from the department, we found out he stole equipment, he stole evidence. What reports
Correct.
did he tamper with?
They are all listed.
I gave you access to those lists.
Okay, he tampered with I believe he tampered with a profile. It is for Antonio Cesaro. You had us looking into Antonio Cesaro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he 100%
he's now
did.
riding around in a car that we've never seen before in a Ladybird. I think there's a connection there.
Judd.
I think if we find Antonio, we might get a better line on him.
Yeah, we're gonna go hard as fuck today. So I'm just letting you guys know that right now. People are going to mold, and I don't care. We're going hard as we could possibly go today. So again, I'm going to need you guys to step up in those pursuits, and we'll be good. Everyone here has their jobs if you guys are involved in this. If you are not, I need you guys to run the day-to-day for everything else, okay? So while we're out there chasing ghosts, I need you guys to make sure everyone else isn't fucking off. Alrighty?
Before everybody takes off, by the way. I have one other thing real quick, Chief. You know my
Vic, thank you for the tier 1.
Hi. You know me as the happy-go-lucky, friendly captain. Guess what? I'm also a project manager, so I'm going to be talking to each and every one of you. We're going to find out what things you're doing, what things you need, what people you need, what assets you need. Over the next few days, I'm going to touch base with every single one of you, and then also with the lieutenants to make sure everybody's got a job to do. So after we get done with this bullshit today, I'll get with that bullshit.
All right, wonderful.
I'm making a report now.
Perfect.
For all of the problems. I've sealed it. I guess sergeants can seal reports now, which is beautiful.
Yes, they can.
So we'll need everybody to list off their lists of problems so that way we can address them.
Did somebody start a report for today's action so we have everybody on there, Chief?
No, I do not believe so.
All right. I'll start a report to something like catch a motherfucker. I don't know.
All right, wonderful.
How do I catch them all?
Alrighty. Let me, Leanne, if you don't mind, go and handle what's his name, Moore, whatever the fuck his name is. Go and handle him.
Russo?
Yep, absolutely. Amelia, go and handle everybody else on duty right now, and everybody else stay here because I'm gonna talk to you guys about the task force and whatever else.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Did you want to discuss with me after?
Yes, ma'am. I'll call you. Go handle that, and I'll call you afterwards.
Milano, stay back for a second.
Who else on this other than the three of us?
Hollywood, staying here.
Milano, what's your state ID?
1474.
Lopez, what's your state ID?
894, sir.
I believe I already got him done.
I'm adding them to the report.
All right, 10-4, Hollywood as well.
And Valentino, what's your state ID?
960.
Sometimes you search them by name, you can't find them.
Yeah.
Okay, you're added to that report. Milano needs to be moved up to Corporal if he hasn't already. I'll do it now. Milano, what do you want your call sign to be?
777 available?
Probably not. It is. Look at that.
Are we still broke? Yeah. Broke as shit.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
So today, Tarts, you already know your job. Tarts will be making sure that we have Marine out and ready to go if needed be. So if a chase happens, that's going to be his responsibility. Carter will be in the sky literally all day unless he is eating, drinking, or pissing and shitting. Alrighty. So we're going to have Air 1 up in the sky ready to rock and roll. I'll take the motor. I'll be running tertiary and secondary. Crooks is going to be taking primary in the chases. Hollywood, I need you to be also swapping out with me for secondary and tertiary, okay? Everyone else, when it comes to the pursuit, there's gonna be a lot of moving parts. I need you guys just to focus on what needs help. If Air 1 needs you to go and jump in the heli, you jump in the heli. If I need you to go and get a motor and I clear you for it, you go get a motor. If Marine 1 needs people, so on and so forth, that is what you're going to be doing. All right, our CID leads here, they're going to be setting up cameras. Once those are set up, I need y'all to send me the identifier codes so that I'm able to look at the cameras. Anyone who goes in and out of Little Seoul, we will be going there and storming that motherfucker, looking for Mr. Kebun and or Alex Suarez. If we see a car going in and out of there, I want someone to go there and see if we can see anyone resembling either of those two people. If we do, we will find a reason to pull them over, identify whoever's in the car to the best and lawful ability that we have and possess. And if we can identify them, the chase is fucking on. Alrighty? There is no breaks. There is no, 10 minutes of grace. Fuck that shit. We are going after them from sun up to sundown from this point on. Okay?
Hey, fam.
Yes, all right. Wonderful. All the chases for us will be on TAC 7 today. So if we do identify that it's them and the chase ensues, TAC 7 will be our home. And if anyone else says TAC 7, then just make sure you let them know, go somewhere else. Alrighty? You guys can be on TAC 2 until those people are identified, then TAC 7 is going to be where we go. Any questions?
Yep. On the list I put as assigned officers, I got Hollywood, Hillinghead, me, you, Valentino, Carter, Crooks. Lisp is on that as well, I guess?
Nope, Lisp is not on there.
Who's the 8th that I'm missing?
You got Hollywood. Who here didn't hear their name?
Jose.
Jose.
Lopez. Milano. There we go.
Add Milano on there as well.
Are we going up to 10 for it in case it's 13A?
Absolutely.
Would you like to assign individuals to carry chaos?
Myself, Carter, and Tarts will be the AR holders.
Too easy.
So I should put this one up, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and put yours up. How many have we identified been stolen?
So
is it
at
more
least
than
6.
4?
At least 5 yesterday.
All right, Hollywood, keep that on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hollywood keep.
All right.
All right, if you guys got promoted, go get changed. I will see you guys out on the road. Let's get these motherfuckers today. I want at least one of those 2 in custody at some point today.
That's easy. That's easy. Fuck.
Hollywood, come talk to me real quick in this office.
Okay. Is your office?
No, I'm just taking this office. Listen, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I'm going to get shit for putting you up to Corporal. I know I am. But at the same time, I know if there's one person that I know I can count on to make sure that everything's handled in the field when it comes to people getting gunfights or when shit goes south, it is you. All I ask in return is this. When you are on the radio and you're hearing people sound like they're fucking chickens with their heads cut off, take the reins. I don't care about paperwork. I don't care about you doing any other bullshit. All I care about is when shit hits the fan, you are one of the voices that they hear telling them what to do and what needs to be done. All right?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right.
All right.
Perfect.
Boom. 10-4.